Hello, live in light. Light, everyone. I am Kirti, Energy Alchemist, and I'm here with question and answer. Today, we are going to talk about some questions related to spirituality, and we will wait for some seconds, some minutes till people are coming in. Meanwhile, let me talk about some myths that people think are true. The first thing I want to discuss today is spirituality is a path to refine yourself. It is not related to religion. Although all religions talk about spirituality, it's connecting to your spirit, connecting to your inner self, higher self, and connecting to the depth of your soul, understanding your soul, and creating change in your life so that you can walk on or into the light or merge into God, whomever you pray to, so that you can merge into that light, God, whatever you believe in. And the second thing is, people think that if you are walking onto the path of spirituality, you should not be angry, you should not cry, you should not be jealous. All those negative stuff should not be done if you are walking onto the spiritual path, which is again a big lie or a myth or just misconception. Why? Spirituality is a basis, a plan, a plane, like you are living on being a robot, and suddenly one day you wake up. It's just like that. You are living your life just going, getting up early morning, going on to work and everything, doing everything, being stressful and everything. And one day you wake up because there was no scene, nothing to do. What can you do when there is nothing that you have to do? So, where were I? I was talking about the plan. Yes. And um, emotions are here to balance us. We are here to walk onto spirituality and balance good and bad in us. Why will God send us with all those negative emotions? There is a reason. I being angry is a reason. I being happy, there is a reason. There will be a reason for everything, and there is a reason for everything. So, when we are sent with all the happiness, all the nice things within us, we have bad as well. Why not acknowledge it? Why not work on it? Just because I asked that I am going to host a question and answer, no one will show up. Not more than, not people like earlier will show up. Why? Because they don't want a sentence or a great uh, scripture or anything to tell them what to do and what is wrong and what is right. They want a quick fix, a band-aid. As a tarot card reader, I bring in a band-aid. Counseling is the second step where we work together for longer time and it helps better. So why people like band-aid? Because we are taught that way, that all the good emotions should be kept and all the bad needs to be removed from us. Earlier I used to think that, dear God, fill me with light, 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 and light, and nothing else. Later on, I understood that light is not the only thing in life. I need darkness as well. And when you get darkness, I become light and darken. And I have to balance both of them. When I start balancing both of them perfectly, I enlighten from within, just like this. I enlighten from within. I will be angry at the right time, at the right place, with the right person, and I will be happy at the right time. I can't show my happy face to everyone all the time just to keep them happy. When I was in depth of negativity or sadness or all those pains, all those abusive things that were happening to me, I didn't show out into the world, to my family, to anyone. I didn't have friends for 5 to 6 years or 11 years, I must say. I didn't have friends whom I can talk every day. And at those moments, I was all alone, sitting by my own and patting on my back, saying, yes, one more day passed away and more days will come. I have seen the darkness of people and me. I have been so bad. I won't show you the shiny face and say, oh, I was the best. No, I am still the bad for many people. But whenever I see bad in others who are doing bad to me, I try to find out where am I bad to myself. Because that is how we grow. You can never be just good. Don't try to be good. Learn to be bad and good both. You have to balance both of them. You have to know that one day you will find that peace, being good to someone, being bad to someone, you will find that peace. I will be bad for my children. I will be bad for my parents. I will be bad for my spouse. I will be bad for my friends, no matter who find bad in me. I don't care. Why? Because I am balancing myself. I know my bad, I know my good, and that's how we grow on spiritual path. It is not about surrendering thing, it is not about praying things. It is too much intense. And I'm hosting a summit in July, the first weekend of July, and you are all invited into that. Soon everything will be coming up. And if you are here and have questions, please pop up your questions, then only I can answer. Otherwise I will keep going on and on. Today it's a Q&A where you can ask about spiritual questions, your biggest question that goes into your mind and you find no answer to that. Ask those questions, I will be answering them. I won't be doing live readings. It is not a psychic reading, it is not a tarot card reading. I'm not doing any readings. So if you are here for readings, you can leave. It's okay. I will blab out all those things that I know and then leave. No problem. I will. I'm here to impart my knowledge about spirituality. And spirituality, when I say, is the most difficult path, but the path that you will never want to go back from. I am hosting the summit. I am doing the interviews with 8 people, 8 awesome ladies who are walking onto the path, who are spiritual entrepreneurs, and who are bringing on life of spirituality for their clients. And I learned one thing, that everyone has just every interview moves on to this circle and comes back to that one thing that you will learn during the summit. It is all about you, it is not about anyone else. It is just you, your emotions. Like, if I have a person in front of me and I hate them, I sent that email yesterday, that if I have a person in my life and I have to live with them, I have to survive, I can't leave them for some reasons or any reason, like spouse, right? So if I keep seeing bad in them, if I keep finding bad in them, what is happening? You think that person is wrong, but actually you need to stop back, relax, silent down, and ask yourself, what in me is bad that this person is reflecting. If I hate my son, if I hate my ex, if I hate someone in my life, I need to stop and see what in me is hating me. What in me am I bringing on? Hi Parul, I'm good. This is a Q&A session where you can ask spiritual questions. I'm talking about spirituality. You can come back and check this out. And if you are here for this is not the live reading or predictions or anything. If you are working on spiritual path or changing yourself or working on yourself and have questions, ask them. This is the time. You're getting it for free, not counseling, not indulging in yourself in many books. I will bring on all the knowledge that I had gained in past 15 plus years. Going to be 16 this year, right? So this is not free reading. Go back and check the description if you want to see. It is about your spiritual questions, right? So I was talking about we all have good and bad. And when you start balancing them, in your life, you will live with people who might hate you or who you might hate. If you keep hating them, it will intensify the negative energy into your life. And if you stop yourself, relax, deep breathe in and exhale through your mouth a few times or 10 times or whatever make your brain relax, then you can ask yourself what in me is hurting me, because the other person is not hurting you, they are just the mirror. You are hurting yourself. Yes, Tanu, you can ask a question related to spirituality, not predictions, not tarot card reading, not psychic readings. Okay, so hope I'm clear. Okay, so stop right there, work on yourself, stop hating person for hurting you. They are not hurting you, you are hurting yourself. How? There is a video about ho'oponopono where I talked about two healing modalities which are totally free, EFT and ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono have four sentences. Why eight? Four sentences. And I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Only four sentences. People ask me, why should I say I love you to myself or anyone? Why should I say I'm sorry? Why should I say please forgive me? Why should I ask for forgiveness? And thank you. Why should I say thank you? The first question is this. People ask you lots of questions. Why should I do that? You're not doing anything for anyone, you're doing it for yourself. Okay. Anytime in your life you choose a wrong path, you're hurting yourself. You're doing bad to yourself. Every time you feel guilty about something, doing wrong with your child, doing wrong with your parents, doing wrong with your siblings, doing wrong with your cousin, doing wrong with yourself, anytime you feel guilty, it is a sign that you are hurting yourself. And these points, these four sentences, if you chant daily as much as you can, then you can change your life. I remember talking about this same story in that video. I will share the link in the comments later on, or you can find the link in my empath series, in my playlist of empath, where I will be answering that in a moment. Uh, I read this that story somewhere that there was a lady in somewhere in America. She was working on. Wait a second. Okay. She was in a store at the cash counter, and suddenly a person with a gun came to her and asked her to give all the money. She was working there. She couldn't do anything. She was scared, and she started chanting, "I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you," with her, within herself while the person was hitting, or not hitting actually, but shouting out loud to give him money. The lady kept saying those words, and within few minutes, what happened? That person left the store without anything. This is the power of your thought. This is the power of your chanting or your prayers or affirmations. No God will come on earth to save you. I'm not God. No one in my life can play the role of God. But God is the only one who will send someone to save you. If you don't understand this line, you will keep your ego high above your head level, and then you will be drowned within that. Okay, so the question from Tino says, is it already fixed that who will be life partner or spouse by God? Yes, it is not fixed by God actually. If you have to understand this, you need to read the book. I think it's up somewhere in my bookshelf, not here. The name of the book is Laws of the Spirit World. Yes, it's not here, somewhere up there. Laws of the Spirit World. It will guide you and open up your mind towards what happens after death, life after death. And that taught me that nothing is fixed by God. Let me explain it in detail. So, your question is it fixed who your life partner and or spouse is by God? No, it is fixed. Before we take birth over on earth, we sit down with our angels, guides, and all our spiritual helpers to find the route to pay our karmas. We did something bad, we did something good in our past lives, which we need to pay in this life, right? So, what we do is we sit down before birth and we take a look at people who are going to help us grow. It could be your parents, it could be your best friends, or people around you, your spouse, your children, your bosses, anyone can be your biggest karma that you have to pay. So, all those people whom you did wrong to are going to do wrong towards you, and you have to understand that. Now, when I come to the spouse thing or life partner thing, we are given with lots and lots of choices on any road or any decision you need to take. You will see there are one, two, or three, or various paths, various options to choose from. Now, when you have so many paths, you will decide on one or two things that you will choose from. Still, there are options, there are choices that you need to make. Now, you have three choices. This video is in Hindi on YouTube, on the playlist of Hindi YouTube, where I talked about karmic relationships and soulmate relationships and twin flame relationship. We have three kind of relationships where you can go and watch that out. It's in Hindi. And karmic relationship, it is up to you. Like, if I shouldn't be marrying a person whom I'm in love with, whom I'm talking to, and I get all those hits, like, parents won't agree, right? So someone said, no, this is not the right time. Other one said, this is not the right person. And these things keep going on around you and inside you. I shouldn't be thinking about that person. So you need to stop, you need to relax and cut that relationship. Why? Because it is going to hurt you forever. I have been through that. I know that by experience. I used to hear the sounds to not work with someone. I worked with someone and it created problem in my life. So it happened, right? It happens. So now you have to start noticing the signs of the God, not God actually, but your inner self. Every answer is within you. Nothing is that I'm saying something different. It's within you. You have, yes, Parul, you have spirit guides and animal spirits, but you have to work on them. I can't help you out. You have to work, sitting down, working with a mentor or meditations. You can understand who is your spirit guide. It takes step by step process. It's not one day. I can't tell you. You have spirit guides and you have animal spirits guides as well. I was like, okay, I was talking about spouse and partners. So we have so many people in our life that are given at different times, which we can choose from. Why Hindu? Yes, I think Hindu used to do that. Going to Pandit, going to astrologer, and finding the right pair and then getting married, right? Why? Because that helps you. Astrology and numerology can help you see that if there is any balance between these two people or not. Because of course, if you choose, you can be wrong. So we are not, it is not fixed that whom we are going to marry by God, but we sit down with our spirit guides or angels or guardian angels and everyone around, and we decide that yes, I have to pay that karma with this person in from this past life, many past lives, right? And I haven't finished that karma. I still have to do it. So this person will come into my life at this moment, at this time, and I need to deal with this person. How am I going to deal with this person depends on you. If you have been hearing that this person is not right and you still think of that person, you're doing wrong to yourself. You need to sit down and notice why that person comes into your life to hurt you. You might have hurt them, right? So then comes a person into your life whom you feel, oh, it is so nice and everything is nice. You stay friend for years and years and years, and one day you decided that this person can be my life partner. You married them, and after some time you have to leave that person. Why? Because everything start going on wrong. Why? Your karma. Everything is supported by your karma, brought up by your karma, and you choose everything in your life that when will it be dropped on you. So it is not in God's hand. God created light and dark within us. We are light and we are dark. Half of you is light and half of you is dark. And when you work on yourself, you enlighten from within. You spread that light outside, inside and outside. So hope that helped you. Do you have any questions about that as well? Everyone who is joining in, I am not doing any live readings now. I am just doing Q&A about spirituality. Okay, next was Parul. I answered, I think. I'm grateful for yes, Parul, spirit guides and animal spirit guides. Both are guides, right? They come into our life at some time. Let me talk about it as well. We have lots of time, right? Okay, let me show you a glimpse, because you need to work with someone to get the faster results, or you can stay stuck or keep trying with meditations and all. There are guided meditations that you can find. I have a meditation about connecting to your dragon guides, seriously, here as well. I think if it's not here, it's on Insight Timer. Ah, yes. Let me take it. Spirit guides. Okay, when a person is born, their energy is so intense and so pure that they need protection from, of course, demons, negative people, right? So for protection, we choose our guides to be here, no matter it's a Christian thing. Christianity believes in angels and archangels, but when I started working on with angels and archangels, I came to know I have worked with dragons, I have worked with spirit guides. I will tell you who are spirit guides. I have worked with animal totem. We call them animal totem. My animal totem is wolf, and bear sometimes comes up. Okay, I have worked with fairies a little bit for my son. I helped him to connect with fairies, to introduce him to the fairies when he was just 4 or 5 years of age. And I worked with angels and archangels. So, how is that stacked up? The spirit guides are people who sometimes lived or walked on this earth and now guiding you are your guides. They can be of other culture, they can be of other religion, they can be from anywhere. Like I had a spirit guide who was from, I don't remember, he was a priest in a church, not in India. I think it was in England or somewhere. I don't remember, but I drew him, and he used to look exactly like my father's image. So he, after he died, he decided, I think most of the karmas might be cleared away. So we get a chance in the spirit world to help human beings as a guide in spirit form. So these are spirit guides. When we are born, we have spirit guides and guardian angel. We have two or more guardian angels to protect us, to guide us, to help us throughout our life. I didn't believe in, as a Hindu, I didn't believe in all those things until I became spiritual instead of religious. Thankfully enough, I was raised by my mom in Arya Samaj, and I believe that God is not who is in front of you in the idol form. You can see behind me pictures. God is within you. I really took it very seriously when I don't know what I took seriously. Sorry, we were on spirit guides. Let me move on to that. Other things can come later on. Okay, so these are spirit guides. They were in human form once in their lifetime, and as a guide, they are just cutting off their karmas. As a guide, they will stay till you need them, you need their help, you need their guidance. Then comes angels, and then comes archangels, and then comes all those beings. And these gods and goddesses of Hindu culture, I love only one thing that says, when I started understanding all the different, not cultures, religion, I realize Hindu culture pray to God, every god. There are thousands and millions of gods. Everything is God. And when you go back into time, earth is God, fire is God, and we have sun as God, moon as God. Everyone, even the pran we take is God, air is God, right? Everyone has a different God with you. So everything is God. So it becomes you are God. It's that simple. And other religions have different things that we can talk about later on. So then comes the ascended masters. They call them ascended masters, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiv, Hanumanji, everyone, goddesses and gods. They call them ascended masters who ascended, who walked on earth. So we have different ascended masters, right? Now, when you talk about all these levels, it doesn't matter which one you are working with, but the first one we work with are spirits, spirit guides. So that is how we begin. And you have to work on your insights, no, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities. You have to work with your intuitive abilities. And with a mentor, it is easy to and fasten up. All the process is faster than doing it all alone. It took me 1 year. And if I had worked with person at that time, yes, I worked with a person yes, I had a coach who helped me in understanding angels and archangels, and who guided me every time I used to hear that sound within me. I used to ask her, am I going right, am I doing right? And she was always there to answer me. So your question is how to find how many spirit guides in my life journey. Look, I had spirit guides earlier, but I am not sure if they are working with me, because now I am more connected to myself and my higher self. So they come and leave. I had 5 spirit guides in the starting of the journey, and how to find out is a little difficult, because you have to meditate daily for a few months. You have to start listening to your inner self, all those voices that are telling you that you are walking onto the right path. Manju, I will come back, because this is a loop of questions Parul is asking, and everything is interconnected. I will come back to you. Stay here. I will read that question. I won't leave you anytime soon. Okay, so you have to work on yourself. You have to develop your inner sight, third eye. I remember when my son was 3 or 4 years old, I was working with angels and archangels. Yes, 4 or 5 years old. He said, Mama, do you know when we close our eyes, our third eye opens? And when we open our eyes, our third eye closes. Even though he is 12 now, and he might not remember that, but I have saved that in a video to remind him. It is that intuition that told it to him, right? So you have to work on your inner eye, your inner senses, your inner ear, your ability to hear yourself and outside as well. Then you have to understand the feelings, inner feelings. Your feelings says a lot. And when your feelings are high, super high, that you can understand what is going on. If I'm talking to you, like, you ask questions and I can answer them, that is empathy. No, that is not empathy. That is an empath person. An empath person is high on clairsentient. They can feel too much intensely. They can feel the energy. They can even read the energy, just like me. They can scan the energies of people by just listening to their name. So these are inner senses that we have to ignite, or we have to work on. First you start working on them, then you can start understanding more things like spirit guides, guardian angels. Yes, I have seen demons as well. I have understood so many negative things. I have understood the hell and the heaven by working on so many things. It is a roller coaster of your life. If you start, you will never want to end. That is written. So finding out spirit guides first starts with developing your intuition. Hope this helped you, and hope you will find the perfect guidance and the perfect what that what a meditation to keep moving on. And if you want to work with a mentor, please connect to me. I will help you, I will work with you, I will help you develop it in as less time as possible. And I will be answering all your questions at that time, right? So let's move on to Manju. Manju asks, what happened with me at night? I am all in anxiety, and in morning I am feeling light. Are you asking for prediction? Are you asking for what is going on, or do you want knowledge about that? Yes, Parul, I have seen. I was sitting right here. I was sitting right here. It was 11 p.m. or something. I had my mobile here. I was working on my psychology notes. It was exam times, I think, a few years back. I was working. Yes, I did psychology at the age of, I opted in for Masters of Psychology at the age of 33 plus, or 30, yeah, 33 plus. So it's not a big deal. Uh, so few years ago, I was studying for my exam or something at the, I think it was 11:30 p.m. and my mother and my son was sleeping in the other room. You can see this is a little, you can see that orange thing, right? This is little mandir, temple of our house. There are god and goddesses picture as well. Suddenly I felt there is something behind me, and as I looked back just like this, I saw a darkened energy and it vanished. That was the time I saw demon, and I wasn't scared. I was like, what? I saw the dark energies. Oh my god. It happens. You have to be ready for everything, even though I am fearful. But I managed to I managed to deal with that thing at that time. Manju, my question to you is, are you asking me that this happens to you all the time, or are you asking me to let you know, what is going on in your life right now? Because I can tell you that this scenario is something that we call astral projection. You might have heard that during the night and sleep, you see all kinds of negative, darkened dreams, and as you wake up, you are relaxed and calm. It happens to you because your soul never sleeps. Of course, this body sleeps. This body needs, hi Alicia, this body needs to lie down and relax and to sleep. Yes, you can ask a question related to spirituality. I'm not predicting anything. I'm not answering any through tarot or psychic readings. I'm not doing readings. I'm just imparting my knowledge about spirituality when you are asking questions. So, there, whom am I answering? Manju. So, Manju, what happens is when you sleep, your body needs rest. That's why you are sleeping. But when we sleep, our soul doesn't sleep. It have work to do, so it goes out of our body. Yes, we are connected. That's why our helpers are here, guides are here to protect us. They won't let you go out of this body until it's your time to leave this earth, right? So when you sleep, your soul takes you on a journey, on a different journey, where you have to, you understand a few things. Let me give you my example. I have so many examples of mine and my clients, whom I work with. Since childhood, I used to see a dream. It was a continuous dream where I used to be running and running, and you won't believe that it was such a vivid dream that I used to run around, all around, somewhere. There are houses. I would be jumping on house. I would be just running. Sometimes there was a younger person, a younger sibling, my sister, as a young one, or sometimes it was my father, and sometimes as I became mom, my son used to be there sometimes. Little kid kind of, who can run, I don't know. During that time, I used to keep running and nothing else during that dream. And when I used to wake up in the morning, it was all silent and relaxed. Years later, I understood the meaning of that dream. Every dream you have, if it is continuous, write it down in a place where you can reread, then go back. Either you are tapping into one of your past lives, or you are tapping into a lesson, a karma that you need to deal with, or some, or your guides want you to wake up to something. Like when I started working on myself, those dreams vanished. When I started, I woke up from that sleep, real sleep. I stopped running. I was running here and there and listening to this and listening to that. And then I started working on my own soul. The dreams vanished. So now in my life, as per now, whenever I have this specific dream where I am running all around, that means I'm running away from something, a life lesson, an area of my life. I just need to sit down, relax, and understand what am I running from. So you need to note that down for a continuous of 10 to 15 days. Note all those dreams down as you wake up. Even if you wake up at 2 in the morning or at night, write that down and notice, is there a pattern or not? That's how we understand the dreams. There's a total dream interpretation thing, and you can work with. I am not a dream interpreter, but I can help you in growing, understanding your dreams, continuous dreams that you have. I can help you by tapping into your energy. What else do we have? Okay, awesome. Awesome questions. Like you are learning so much, right? In this live discussion, you can ask as many questions as you want. You can bring on all the questions you had and you can bring it on. Okay, Alicia asks, Kiran asks, Kiran, I'm not guiding anything. I'm answering your questions. I am not guiding right now. I'm If you have any questions related to love or anything, then you can let me know. Alicia asks, I'm seeing always 369, 69, 96. What's the meaning this angel number? Actually, I'm not able to relate with me. Alicia, yes, this could be an angel number. I don't deal in with numerology or angel numerology, but yes, you can go and check there's a website which gives the perfect knowledge. Let There is a website. You can Google in angel numbers meaning 69. And there is a website that can help you, which will the website number name is angelnumbermeanings.com. I think it will bring that you have something to do with these numbers. And yes, angels are to attract your attention towards these numbers that you are seeing every day or every time you look at the clock. And the secret meaning of angel number 69 or 96 is you need to focus and release. There is a symbol of focus and release of anxiety. Your guardian angels are telling you to relax and focus on your goals in life without being afraid of failure. This number is also a representation of release of tension and challenges. Everything that is bothering you in life, you should leave behind and live your life to the fullest. This is awesome. I am help you because this is awesome how something is going wrong with my yeah, now I'm back. So something is in your life that needs to be changed. That is when you see numbers, repeating numbers, repetitive numbers 222 111. Whenever you see 1111111 everywhere. I recently talked to a numerologist for my summit, which we are hosting in July. She said 1 and 1 is like a doorway, and you will be mesmerized to understand it like it's a path. And she says whenever you see 1111 or 1 and 1 repetitively, I believe that it's a sign to wake up and work on your spiritual self. And Alicia, you must notice, if you are just seeing 6996 then you must check it out. You are stressing yourself out, as the angel says. You can find the angelology, angel number meanings anywhere on Google, and they will help you out. Let me know what you are not able to relate about that, what I said. So I answered quite some questions, and I have a free, what do I have? I wanted to tell you. I have I have two free masterclass on my Think Fix site. You can check it out by going to 𝗃𝗂𝗺𝗲𝗏 and then find the link to courses, and can go back regular. If you're Alicia, if you're seeing these numbers on regular basis, then angels or your intuition wants you to wake up to that reality. You need a change in your life. If you are as what I read from that website, read it a few times. And no, I'm not doing, Pavitra, I'm not doing any readings. I'm just answering your spiritual questions. And Alicia, you can go back and read a few websites about the meaning. The number, repetitive number, comes when you need a change. Everything that comes in repetition in your life, like seeing that butterfly of a different color again and again, wants you to wake up to that reality, to that now moment. What is that now moment? If you're looking at numbers and watch, and every time it's 6 9, recent I stopped consulting all those numbers when I get deeper into my spirituality and my own self. But yes, recently there was 747474 that I was finding on my mobile screen, on watch, or anywhere, like the battery of this my laptop, anywhere. Yes, that is for your that is repetitive number is for your own help. Because when you read it, you'll find that something needs to be changed. If by reading only once or twice you don't get any help, you need to reread it a few times, that and review your life. Then you can find it out. Pavitra, guidance for your spiritual life is not what I am imparting. If you have a question about spirituality that I can answer, I'm not tapping into anyone's energy today. I am bringing on just question and answers, and we had such great questions asked by all of you. And I want you to let me know in the comments if you are here. I can see a few people are here. Let me know what you want for the next week. Do you want a tarot? I have three options. Choose tarot card reading, choose psychic readings, choose question and answers related to spirituality. If you are watching it as a replay, come back and answer me. I will be doing the same thing. I will be posting it, and you can set the reminder for the next week. So, what are the questions? Now, no one have any questions related to love. Why? Now no one have related to career, money. How will I get money? No one wants to know about spirituality behind money and love, right? It is a part. It is a part. So Share this with your friends and family so that they can learn watching this video, watching all the questions, all the awesome questions that you ask. These are the questions you need to ask anytime you have. If you won't ask them, you will never going to be growing up on the path. And this generation who is turning 22, who is into the 20, I mean, after the millennium started, you all are going to wake up sometime in life. You are all here to help Mother Earth heal, and you have to start now. Ask your questions. Let me know in the comments. Do you have any question? Pavitra, if you are here, what is that one thing about spirituality that hurts you, that you don't understand? Well, when I was starting out, I didn't understand why people don't work on it. Work on their own self. When you start loving yourself, self love is something. When you start loving yourself deeply, intensely, you won't need anyone. You will not need anyone. The truth about our life, why we are sent here on the earth plane. I have read about laws of the spirit words to understand what happens after death. When my father died, I was so devastated. I wanted to know where he went. I read that book and it opened up my mind. Now I am not fearful about death because I have seen death a few times, eyes into eyes. And I ask people to wake up, to open their eyes and stop fearing all of those darkness. Darkness is here to bring light into your life. All those hard moments, they will bring only the light. But if you keep seeing, keep watching on only on the dark sides of anything, anyone, life, God, everything, then you are not going to grow. You have to stop somewhere. And what? Well, it's so scary. When I stood in front of my crush for the first time, I felt so weird in my heart chakra. Like, then I left him. After so long, I saw him in my dream, the dream again. I felt the same very strange, fast heart palpitation. Why did I feel like this? Because your heart is connected to him. You have feelings in your heart chakra, and it wants to show you that you need to open yourself up to love, and that person you are falling in love with might be showing up some things that you have. Everyone here in front of you is just a mirror. There is a video on my channel, go and check it out. In the empath, I mean, I have covered all of it in the empath series, in the playlist of empath, and you can every day go and watch at least one video from that, and you can learn. Okay, so when your heart chakra wants you to wake up, it will find someone that you can fall in love with. But if you start falling in love with yourself, not showing the false, lying smile and just igniting that smile from within, everyone can feel it. Everyone will fall in love with you. I started working on myself, and no one else can feel. It was like I was emitting that love. I was filling my cup of love. Unconditional love meditation is for that same thing. Go and check that out and do it. Yes, it could be that your past life is connected to him. Maybe. Work on yourself. I would say don't go and ask or fall in love with anyone. Everyone who is young and want to fall in love, I will say don't fall in love, not yet. It's not your time right now. Go and study. First of all, you need to study. Second, if you want to fall in love, love yourself. I have a mirror exercise which I do with my clients only. I'm imparting it for you all the newbies, all the youngsters who need it right now. And share this video with your friends and family, because it is going to change someone's life. You never know, by sharing a little video, you are saving someone's life, maybe. Right? So, do one thing, stand in front of a mirror, do nothing, just stare into your eyes, into that mirror. First, you can start with this small mirror where you can see just your face. Stare into your eyes and start saying, I love you. I love you. I love you. You can add your name. Hi, Apurva. I will come back to you in a second. Stay here. Just stay here. So, do this. You can even, Parul, you can teach this to every youngster you know, because it is going to help them. Starting with self love, this is the basic meditation we do in our group coaching sessions, and it is stand in front of a mirror where you can look into your own eyes and start saying, I love you. Now you can add your name as well. I love you, Kirti. I love you, Kirti. You have to say, I love me is not the option. You have to say, I love you. I love you, Kirti. You're looking at someone and saying that, right? You have to start saying that, I love you, Kirti. I love you, Kirti. I love you, Kirti. I love you, Kirti. A trillion times. No matter what will happen, first time when you will start, you might not be able to look into your eyes, or you might start crying, or you might not feel good about yourself. Leave. Just leave at that time. Come back next day. Do the same exercise a few times, or a few weeks, or a few months. You will cry. You will find only the bad. How can I love myself? How can I say these words to myself? You will think that you have all the negativity. All that smiley face of me doesn't come like this. Have you noticed when I first said, go back and check it out later on, when I first said, I love you, Kirti, looking into my eyes, I have this smile. The smile is authentic. Why? Because I have worked on myself. I love myself more than anyone else. I do not need anyone's praise. I do not wait for anyone's praise. Do that. All the youngsters do this exercise, and one day you will feel that smile. That is the first stage of self love. Then you have to go and work on your full body. That is something bigger, and later you can come back. Parul says, and after he reject me my offer, then I left him in the past and never go back. Now I am totally changed person, and after I left him, then I am totally fallen. That's awesome. That's beautiful. That's great. Now do this exercise and let me know. You have to let me know how you felt the first time. You can send me a message over here on this video later on. Comment on this video. You can tell me when you did this for the first time, how you felt, and when you did this after, for 1 week or 1 month, how do you feel? I have seen people who smile so much in front of everyone and they inside don't love themselves. They can't do this exercise. It takes, sometimes it takes many years. Now my thoughts process like that's awesome. Okay, coming back to Apurva. Hi Apurva, lovely to have you here. I want you to ask as many questions as you people can. We are already 1 hour into this, and who attended late, make sure to go back and check this whole video, because there are gold nuggets that you won't find for free. Wanna ask you sometimes we have very high energy for ourselves while meditating, and sometimes it feels like a distraction, that it is not worth doing it. What we can do to keep this energy high? Okay, first of all, what kind of meditation are you doing? It depends on that. Are you doing a series of challenges, or following a guru, or thinking that guided meditation is the only way. It all depends on, first thing, what kind of meditation practice do you have. Second thing, as I already covered this, that we all have dark and light both. You can never be on the highest level of any way. I will never say I am a saint, I am a monk, or I can reach to a level of uh, Gautam Buddha, because I have seen Lord Shiv being angry, haven't you? Lord Goddess I mean Goddess Kali, Ma Kali. Oh my God, I'm confused. Ma Kali, she is filled with anger whenever someone does wrong, right? Does wrong. So first of all, you need to notice what kind of meditation are you doing. I suggest all the newbies, all the people, not to start by silencing your mind. Start with guided meditations. For a year, I still do guided meditations. Second thing is, what is your aim of doing meditation? You need to be very clear. There's always an aim. There's always an aim for everything. You create a community for having people who can support you. I created a business because I wanted to help. There was an aim, right? I created this business, this spirituality as a business, because I wanted to reach as many people as I can and help them all. That was my aim. So what is your aim with meditation? Third thing, you cannot always be in highest, goodest, nicest moment ever. You and I and every one of us are human beings. We are going to have good, we are going to have bad. It is us to see how we can balance them. Some people stay angry all the time, some people try to smile all the time. It is not that way. You can't live a life like that. Thank you so much, Paru. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Apurva says, I have learned Reiki and Lama Fera, so I do that only right now. Awesome. Sometimes I do even some chanting, which give me stability when I am down. That's the thing. You are doing it all to come out of that down state. Your aim is not to be upset. You want to be happy, but you can never be only happy. Problems will always be there. You need to accept this first. Problems will always be there. Fears will always be there. People will always hurt your feelings. You might hurt your feelings. You might hurt others' feelings. This is this is the truth of life. So you cannot always be high into meditation. You sometimes will feel low and want to run away from that meditation. But what I ask my clients to do is, and the students as well, to continue doing it. Have a community, have a support who can help you move on to that. I mean, just like you are telling me, you can have a group of people who are meditating the same way you are doing, or anyhow, join a community who are meditating and tell them that I am feeling low after meditating. How do you uplift yourself? Asking that questions will bring on their answers, and then you will know that yes, 100 other people feel low, and thousands will never come back after feeling low. But do you want to stay with the meditation, or you want to run away? It's your choice, as we talk about choices earlier. So what do you choose? Do you want to, okay, I am not feeling like meditating today, I won't do it. Tomorrow, I won't do it. 3 days, I won't do it. A week, I won't do it. Okay, but there needs to be a full stop for that. I want to go back and meditate no matter what happens. no matter how sad I feel. I used to, when I come here, I used to cry for 2 hours and sit in silence, doors closed, guided meditation or music in my ear, and I used to cry, cry, cry. You need to cry. It's okay. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it flow. Those emotions that doesn't need to be in your body, in your energy field, needs to go. That is the way for leaving it out, letting it out. And so you need to have an aim for meditating. Next, you need to know that it is okay not to feel meditating, but it is not okay to leave it forever. You need to come back. You need to meditate today or tomorrow, right? You have to come back. Kiran, let me know your question. I'm answering all the spiritual questions. I'm not answering specifically to your energy. I'm taking as globally, as collective as I can. Guys, if you are here for the replay, make sure to answer my questions. That should I do tarot card reading next week live? Should I do psychic reading, or should I do this kind of question and answers next week? So, and set your reminders, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't already, and bring back your friends. Next week, you have to bring your friends. Bring. Okay. Apurva says, got it. Thank you. Yeah, need to meditate. Essential that I feel always. Awesome. So, ask your questions, Kiran. I'm right here for a few more minutes because I'm tired a little bit. It's been 1 hour, past 1 hour, and I love it. Everyone who is watching later on, coming late, please go back and watch the whole video because I have shared so much of gold nuggets, so much of knowledge that I have claimed or I have learned in past 15 plus years. Kiran, I am not doing any guidance. I don't understand what do you want. I am not doing reading for you, for anyone. I am bringing on the questions related to spirituality. Why I am failing in love? Why am I not meditating? How to keep meditating? How to understand spiritual guides? These are the questions that you need to ask. If you have that kind of question, please ask me because otherwise I have to say bye. You can ask me questions related to crystals. I do crystal guidance as well. I do tarot card readings in depth as well. You can anytime. There are so many links in the banner. There is a link where you can connect me through my website, through Instagram, and you can also find the link to my email ID where you can work with me. You can hire me as your coach for next few months. Higher vibration. You want high vibration. You can never be in higher vibration all the time, first of all. Secondly, you need to work with someone. You need to work with a mentor or a coach. Mentor is not the word. Coach. Yes. You need to work with a coach who can help you according to your energy, help you, give you step by step process to work on yourself. Or you can find all the free work on my YouTube channel or all the channels on YouTube, but you will keep doing it. It will take time. You need to work on yourself. You feel low, it happens. You feel low because you are not work. When you don't look at yourself, when you don't focus on yourself and focusing everyone, if I'm focusing on my son, on my parents, on my spouse, on my partner, on my siblings, on my friends, on my boss, on my subordinates, on my coordinates, if I keep focusing on everyone and not focusing on me, obviously you will be sad, you will feel low. You need to control it, you need to work on it. I will suggest invest in yourself, work for 6 months with me, and then see the change. You can find all the testimonials of all those people who worked with me on my About Me page. There are a few testimonials, or you can find it on my Instagram. I have testimonial something over there that you can read all the testimonials I have. You need to work on yourself. That's the only go to thing. In this lifetime or next lifetime, you have to work on yourself. Everything starts with you and ends with you. And everyone who was watching, who is watching, let me know in the comments. Do you want tarot card reading? Do you want psychic reading? Or do you want these kind of questions and answers next week? Or I will be hosting the same kind of question and answers, and I will be talking about more about children and birth. I think I might talk about that. So bring on your friends and family as well. So this is all. I have answered some great questions. Go back and check this whole video. Lots of nuggets, lots of guidance. Go back and check the Hindi playlist and empath playlist for all the information that you have been asking about spirituality. You'll find it there. Subscribe to the channel and contact me if you want to work with me. I'm always here, right? Hope this hope this live helped you in finding some answers how to move on to spirituality, how to move on to spiritual path, because we have covered a lot. Connecting to the spirit guides, death and life, how you choose people even before birth. I mean, I have imparted so much of knowledge in this one single video, that I want you to go back and check it out. Live in light, enjoy life, and we will meet most probably next week again. Bye.